Everyone in this arena has a money stake in one of our famous couples. Rooting section number 1 has its money on Orson Bean and his wife, Carolyn. Rooting section number 2 backs Bobby Van and his wife, Elaine Joyce. And rooting section number 3 is betting on Alejandro Ray and his wife, Joyce, as we play the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Convy.
Ah, yes. Oh, my goodness. And to think they pay me for this, too. Welcome to Tattletales, everybody. It's nice to have you with us. We have 3 smashing celebrity couples, all sartorially splendid, I must say. And they are standing in front of their rooting sections. Their rooting sections are going to win every dime that they can win for them. So, fellas, will you have a seat out here with me? Ladies, if you will step to the rear, we will start our first round of Tattletales in just a moment. All right?
Beneath an abandoned podium, behind the Phantom, door number 4, is a secret place called Buzzer Lost and Found. Journey with us as we open our secret vault and unearth rarely seen shows.
Let's make a deal.
From the first match game,
here we go with the next question,
to the first and last TKO. Welcome to Buzzer Lost and Found, starting September 7th, only on Buzzer. Let's play, if you dare.
Okay, we're ready to go. I have the fellas here, and they are in order. Mr. Alejandro Ray and his wife, Joyce, backstage. Okay, next to Alejandro and Joyce is Bobby Van and Elaine Joyce. Oh, I hear a rumbling in the yellow section. They are out to go today. Next to them is Mr. Orson Bean and his wife, Carolyn. Here we go. Everybody set? Ladies, you get the music in the earphones, and we'll see you in just a minute. Don't go away mad. Bye. Okay. There they go. Okay, fellas, here we go. Questions about you, your wives, your lives. When you have an answer still recognized, press the button. Here is the first question. A time you were embarrassed. Okay. Tell us about it, if you will, sir.
I still am. It's very recent. I just came back from a long trip to Mexico, and we met with my wife in Mazatlan. She flew there to meet me. And we were in this beautiful hotel at the beach, and we went to the nightclub outside. So I walked close to the floor, to the dancing floor, and I was staying there looking. And all of a sudden, somebody threw a little ball of paper and hit me in the head. So I turn around, furious, and I look at this table, and there are 3 guys and 3 girls sitting there. And I walk to the table, and they have this package of cigarettes in the table, and I pick the package of cigarettes, and I threw it down to the beach. And I go down, very macho. Right. So, and they were about to fight, and they didn't fight and all that. And so I went to the floor, and I started dancing. And then we went to the beach, and one of the guys came to me. And I was ready there, you know, with my karate to him. And the guy says, I'm sorry, but I recognized you and I know who you are. And I wanted just to call your attention.
Oh, oh, and you were ready to fight the poor man.
And the man was so nice.
That's embarrassing.
I was really embarrassed.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Yes.
Okay, now what will be a clue that would go with that? A time you were embarrassed. You know, you can't use a place.
Action.
Time you were embarrassed.
Action. Paper. Paper. It was a ball of paper.
Do you think Joyce will recognize that?
Paper.
It's tough. Let's see. Time you were embarrassed.
Nightclub.
Nightclub?
Nightclub.
Yes.
Is one word, nightclub?
They're nodding their heads yes. They think that might be a good idea, too.
One word.
One word clue, right? Nightclub. Okay, let's bring on the ladies. Shh, shh. Ladies, we have asked the fellas a question. Now sound that signal when you recognize yours and can match his answer from the clue. Here is the question. A time you were embarrassed. And the clue is nightclub. A time you were embarrassed. Joyce, does it sound familiar to you?
Alejandro, a nightclub? I was embarrassed in a nightclub? I was?
Time you were embarrassed in a nightclub.
Gosh.
Tell her what you said, Alejandro.
In Mazatlan, in a nightclub in the hotel when the man threw that paper.
Oh, the paper. You were embarrassed, not me.
That was the question. The time you were embarrassed.
I thought you
and
meant
it could
me.
have been, well, it could have been either or both of you, or... Time you were embarrassed is the question. It's a general question. I'm sorry, dear. No score
I
there.
nearly punched him in the nose, this poor man.
That's right. That's what he said, but it's too late now. Okay, ladies, we'll get back to you in a minute. All right, fellas, next question coming up. Here we are. The same question, the time you were embarrassed.
This was a time, Bert, not only was I embarrassed, I could have shrunk through the floor. I would have had to reach up to touch the ground. I took Carolyn...
That embarrassed her?
Yes. I took Carolyn shortly after we were married to see Anthony Newley in Stop the World, I Want to Get Off. One of the great performances in one of the great shows of all time. And I knew him slightly, and I said, would you like to go back and meet him? And she said, swell. And after the show, I went back to his dressing room with Carolyn in my arm, very proud, looked through the door, and it was awash with the celebrated people of the theater. Every celebrity in New York was in it, and my heart began to pound in terror that I wouldn't recognize one of them. I wouldn't remember his name, which would have been horrifying. So I went in, and I said, oh, hi, how are you? Honey, I'd like you to meet Anthony Newley and his wife, and I'd like you to meet Tony Bennett, and I'd like you to meet Joel Grey, and I'd like you to meet Sammy Davis. And I went through maybe there was 8 of them there, and I breathed a sigh, and I said, folks, I'd like you to meet my wife. Couldn't think of her name. Terrifying. Ridiculous.
That's happened to everybody. I think at one point I must have, well, maybe not to that extent, however. Oh, that's funny. All right. A time you were embarrassed.
Backstage?
Backstage is
All right.
That's one word.
Is that one
isn't it?
word?
That's one word, yeah.
Introduction or celebrities? Celebrities? All right, celebrities.
Celebrities?
Or backstage. Celebrity.
Celebrity or celebrities?
Celebrities.
Celebrities. Okay, one word clue worth $100. Let's bring on the ladies. Okay, ladies, we've asked the fellas a question, and we do have a clue. Here is the question. It is the same question. A time you were embarrassed. All right? Here is the clue. Celebrities. Tell us about that, darling.
I don't know which of us was more embarrassed. I think I was furious and he was embarrassed. Orson has a terrible time remembering people's names. I can overlook it, except when it's mine.
At this point, Joyce and Alejandro have yet to score. Elaine and Bobby have yet to score. And Carol and Orson are in the lead with $100 for the red section. Okay, now it's time to play a Tattletale Quickie. And here it is. Ladies, I'm going to ask you this question. Don't give me the answer until I ask for it. In your opinion, ladies, are most men faithful to their marriage vows? In your opinion, ladies, are most men faithful to their marriage vows? Think that over and we'll get back to you in just a moment.
Terrifying question.
Now, that's a general question. In your opinion, ladies, are most men faithful to their marriage vows? I didn't say, do you think your husband... it's a general question, right?
We know what you said.
Well, I just
Don't keep
want to be sure we cleared that up here.
And like the president, we know what you meant.
Okay. Tell us about that, Alejandro. Do you think that Joyce will feel that most men are faithful to their marriage vows?
Well, this is a tough one because I think she thinks that way, but everybody's always saying that they're not that way. So I will say probably because of the outside influence, she will say that they are not.
That most men are not faithful to their marriage vows. Okay, let's bring on Joyce. Now, Joyce, let me read this to you once more so be sure you understand the wording. In your opinion, are most men faithful to their marriage vows?
Well, I have to say that I know my man is, and most of my friends' husbands are, but the statistics say that most men are not.
That's what he said you would say, and you are right.
Uh-huh.
$100 for you, darling. Thank you. Okay, Bobby, what will Elaine say? Excuse me.
Well, moving right along, folks. I may need a good lawyer when I'm through with this answer, but no, I think she would say that most men are not faithful.
She'll say most men are not
faithful.
Okay, let's bring on Elaine. All right, Elaine, how do you feel about that? Do you think that most men are faithful to their marriage vows?
Well, I don't know. I don't go around following men around to find out. And from my own marriage, of Bobby, of course, he's wonderful. He's everything he said he would be. Love, honor, and obey, I meant. But judging from the divorce rate we have, I'd say probably they're not.
That's what Bobby said. You're right, $100.
I explained that totally, right?
Now, at this moment,
and I don't need you anymore.
Oh, thank goodness.
At this very moment, Bobby is carrying on, but we don't want to go into that right now. No. Thank you.
With Orson, probably.
Thank you, Elaine.
See, she knows my type.
Somehow
she knows my type.
You see, now, Alejandro, if you shave your beard, you can get lucky, too, you know.
I know. I'm really hurt.
Thank you, Elaine. Okay, Orson, what's Carolyn going to say about that?
Your wife is a brazen hussy.
Oh,
I hope so.
It's very hard for me to say what she'll say. It's Farnsworth's choice. That's worse than Hobson's. But I would think that, like the other women, she would go by the statistics and the Kinsey report. Chickens, anything, that most men are not faithful.
Okay, she'll say most men are not. All right, let's bring her on. We have a tie game, ladies and gentlemen, all the way down the line, $100.
You had to say that, right?
Yeah. I don't mean to put you on any pressure, but how do you feel about that, Carolyn? Are most men faithful to their marriage vows?
I don't think so.
That's what Orson said. Okay, it is now halftime. We're at the halfway mark. At this point, Joyce and Alejandro have 100. Elaine and Bobby have 100. Carolyn and Orson Bean are in the lead with $200. Okay, fellas, to the rear, if you will. Let's bring the ladies out. Shall we do that? And while we're turning around, we will break away for this commercial message, but we'll be back in just a moment. Come on back.
For everyone who shouted the correct answer. For everyone who picked the right card. Here's your chance to play along all over again. Daytime Buzz, weekdays starting at 10.
Okay, we've made our turnabout. Let me tell you one little thing here. Our studio audience is sharing in the winnings of our couples, of course. But if you are in the rooting section that is backing our top winning couple, we'll add a bonus today of $1,000 for that rooting section. Okay. We have the ladies out here with us. Joyce, that really is lovely.
Thank you.
And it's hand crocheted. It's really a beautiful dress. Everyone has seen that. I hope they have. Why don't you stand up so that they can see it? It really is lovely. Isn't that beautiful in color? Thank you, dear. Let's see if your husbands are ready to go backstage. Are they?
Aren't they always?
Yes, they are ready to go. Aren't you fellas ready to go?
Absolutely.
Okay. We'll see you in a minute then. Bye.
It's a little slow.
That's a little slow. All right, ladies, here's your first question. Ready to go? When you have an answer your husband will recognize, press that button. Here it is. It happened in an elevator. Happened in an elevator. No one has a story there. All right, next question. Here we go. Moving right along. A habit of his that you would like to change. You were first, Joyce. Isn't that funny? All three ladies were up there quick, weren't they?
Yeah.
What is that habit you'd like to change?
Well, say they're anything less than perfect, these guys in the green boxes.
Just barely less than perfect. He is a terrific husband. I hate to be critical, but I definitely could do without his temper. He unfortunately has the Latin temperament and the machismo kind of a thing, and when he gets angry, he gets really angry, and it's not easy, and he forgets things readily, but it hurts me a lot when he gets angry.
Right.
And he screams and yells and gets very mad.
He has no right to do that.
I agree. Let's go beat him up. I absolutely agree.
So then your clue will be a habit of his you would like to change?
Temper, absolutely. That's an easy one. The time that he broke the dishes was the worst.
Oh, my. He broke the dishes?
What was the second one?
And one time he kicked in the television set.
Oh, my. I tell you
Tell
what.
us more.
I tell you what.
He told me he didn't like the television set because it was black and white.
Oh, my.
And that's why I kicked it in. I don't think he was thinking that when he kicked it, though.
No, I tell you,
else does
if
he
he
do?
doesn't get this right, I'm running out of here. Okay, let's bring on the fellas. Gentlemen, we have a question, we have a clue. Here is the question first. A habit of his that you would like to change. Okay? The clue is temper. Yes, sir.
Actually, it's not true. It's only because I'm a Latin and we are so famous. But I'm a pussycat.
Yeah. She didn't say that. She said they had a temper, and you know it. Thank you, Alejandro. All right, gentlemen, we'll get back to you in just a moment with the next question. Thank you. Ladies, ready to go? Here it comes. Same question. A habit of his he'd like to change.
Is that quick?
You are up, Carolyn. Tell us about
Well, when Orson and I got married, he was working all the time, and he never helped with anything around the house. Now, that wasn't fair, right? But now, he hardly lets me help with anything around the house. He has become a compulsive cleaner since he has become a house husband. You wouldn't believe it. I can't put something down that he doesn't pick it up. He is vacuuming under my feet. The bed is made before I'm out of it in the morning. It is incredible. I mean, liberation is great. I'm not knocking it. But, I mean, you can carry this thing to extremes.
Okay,
right?
now what we need from you is a clue that Orson will recognize. A habit of his you would like to
Compulsive
change.
Should we... Are you going to be greedy, or should we go for...
One or two words?
Compulsive cleaner?
That's two words.
Housework. Beauty.
Housework. A
Very
habit
good.
of his you would like to change,
Yes,
and it's housework.
housework.
Okay, let's bring on the fellas. All right, fellas. We've asked another question, but it's the same question. A habit of his that you would like to change. And the clue is housework. All right, Orson.
Since I became liberated from the world of out there and decided to stay home and become a house spouse, I believe in doing things thoroughly. My grandfather always said,
You're right for $100. Okay, at this point, Elaine and Bobby have $100. Joyce and Alejandro have $200. Carol and Orson are in the lead with $300. And we'll be back with more Tattle Tales after this brief message for you. Thank you. See you in a minute.
Raver.
Hello there.
Dawson.
Survey's done.
The Long Mike.
That is absolutely correct.
The Longer Kiss.
I've gotten aroused.
2 originals, 2 hours.
The lunatics have taken over the asylum, so...
Match Game and Family Feud together again. Weekdays at 10, only on Buzzer. Let's play.
Okay, we're back. We're going to play a tattletale quickie this time. Fellas, I'm going to ask you the question. Don't give me the answer. You know that. Here it is. Men, if you could, for 1 year, become a woman and then go back to being a man, would you accept the experience or pass it up? Men, if you could, for 1 year, become a woman and then go back to being a man, would you accept the experience or pass it up? Think about that, you sillies. Thank you, gentlemen. Hey, that's a good question.
That's a good question.
Really an
I
interesting...
think you should think about that, too, Bert.
I'm going to think about it, too.
It's food for thought.
Joyce, what will Alejandro say about that?
I'm really not sure. He definitely has a lot of views on liberation and all, but I think that he would not choose to become a woman because I wouldn't care to become a man.
Not even if you could switch back?
No. I like being a woman, and I think he likes being a man.
Okay, not even for the experience. You say no. He would say no.
I say no.
Okay, let's bring him on. Alejandro, what would you do if you could become a woman for a year?
Well, I tell you, I will have a chance to marry somebody like me, so I will accept it.
So what are you saying? You're saying yeah?
No, I don't believe it. Okay, I would accept it. Yeah.
You said yes, and she said no, and I'm sorry. There's no score there.
You would become a woman for a year, baby?
Why not? You're having a good time as a woman.
Okay, thanks, Alejandro. No score there. Elaine, how about Bobby? Would he take that experience, do you think?
He's already done it.
He has? It's a press, folks.
I'm sorry. For a year. And then he could come right back.
Yeah.
Okay, and I wouldn't be out of the picture after he came back.
That's not on my card.
Okay.
It just says if he had a chance to do it for a year.
Yeah, he'd take a shot at it, I think.
And experience it.
Yeah.
Okay, you say yes, your cheering section says no. Now they're saying yes. You say yes?
Yes, I say yes.
She says yes. Shh, let's bring on Bobby. Okay, Bobby.
Yeah.
What's your answer, Bobby? Need I ask?
Well, actually, I'd have to pass it up.
Would you pass it
Oh,
on?
yes, I'd pass it up.
Oh, sorry about that, Bob.
To you, too.
She said you'd take it.
I would not miss all the fun. Are you kidding?
All right, sorry, no score there, Bobby. Thank you. All right, Carolyn, how about Orson? What would he do?
I think he'd say yes. We're very good friends. I'd make his dresses. It'd be fun. He'd make somebody a very good
You
wife.
say yes. Let's bring him on, see what he says. All right, Orson, what would you do about that, sir?
If I had the chance, I'd come back as Tuesday Weld and play jokes on all my friends. Yes, I'd love it.
Okay. And now, time is up. That means our winners are Carolyn and Orson Bean. Carolyn and Orson, you have won $400. We had $1,000 for that, for a total of $1,400. Okay, big winners over there in the red section. We will be back with more of Tattletales in just a minute, right after this message for you.
It's the single reason the divorce rate in Hollywood is so high. Tattletales is next. Then he's the real deal. Join Monty Hall for Let's Make a Deal. Stay tuned.
Okay, we don't have much time. We gave away a total today of $1,700. Hope you had a good time. Until next time, Bert Convy saying so long for Tattletales. Our studio audience will be sharing the secrets and the winnings of our celebrity couples. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you.
This is Jack Clark speaking for Tattletales, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.